Well, for the second time this week, a gay cruise in the Mediterranean was denied entry. The Turkish government banned travelers from docking because of, quote, moral standards.
Welcome to the Pride Channel, LGBTQ plus queer news, LGBTQ plus history, pop culture, entertainment, and iconic conversations. Have you ever imagined being told you're not welcome in an entire country simply because of who you are? For nearly 2,000 passengers aboard an LGBTQ plus themed cruise, that became a reality. Not once, but twice. What was supposed to be a dream vacation through the Mediterranean quickly turned into an international controversy after two countries refused to let the ship dock. It's a story that sparked outrage, raised difficult questions about equality and human rights, and serves as a reminder that while the world has made incredible progress, LGBTQ plus acceptance is still far from universal.
And so there are thousands of men who come to the ship to celebrate and to feel free to be who we are without any fear of homophobia.
But that freedom of expression was challenged when the ship tried docking in Turkey.
Around the world, LGBTQ plus rights and acceptance vary dramatically. While many countries have embraced greater equality and inclusion, others continue to have laws, policies, or social attitudes that make life, and even travel, more challenging for queer people. This latest story is a powerful reminder that, despite the progress that's been made, there are still places where simply being part of the LGBTQ plus community can change how you're treated. Imagine planning the holiday of a lifetime, only to find out that two countries have refused to let your ship dock.
But there's one planned port of call that it won't be making. Turkish officials have banned the ship from docking in the country's ports, citing, quote, moral reasons.
The cruise, operated by Virgin Voyages and chartered by Atlantis Events, set sail from Athens with an itinerary that included stops in Istanbul and Kuşadası, Turkey. But before the ship could arrive, Turkish authorities denied permission for the vessel to dock. According to reports, officials claimed that the group did not align with the country's moral values, a statement that has been widely criticized as discriminatory. For many passengers, this wasn't just another cruise. Atlantis Events has spent decades organizing vacations specifically for LGBTQ plus travelers, creating spaces where people can relax, celebrate, and be themselves without fear of judgment. To suddenly be told that an entire ship full of people wasn't welcome because of who they are was understandably upsetting.
Crews refuse an LGBTQ cruise through the Mediterranean, making last-minute changes to their trip after being banned from ports of multiple countries.
Determined to salvage the trip, organizers quickly came up with an alternative plan. The ship was rerouted to Alexandria, Egypt, giving passengers the chance to visit one of the world's greatest wonders, the pyramids of Giza. Shore excursions were booked, and it looked like the cruise had found a way to turn disappointment into a memorable experience. But then came another unexpected blow. Just 4 hours before the ship was due to arrive, Egyptian authorities also withdrew permission for the vessel to dock. Unlike Turkey, no official explanation was publicly provided. With thousands of passengers already preparing for their day ashore, the last-minute decision forced yet another major change to the itinerary.
Yeah, well, the CEO of the company that put together this cruise called it strange that they were rejected back-to-back because they've been to Turkey and Egypt several times, many times over the years, but this time they were turned away at sea with very few concrete answers.
Among those on board was Broadway legend Patti LuPone, who was performing during the voyage. She didn't hold back in expressing her frustration, describing the decisions as discrimination, and questioning why an entire group of people should be turned away simply because they were participating in an LGBTQ plus focused cruise. The ship ultimately abandoned both planned destinations and instead altered its route to include alternative ports in Greece, Montenegro, and Croatia. While many passengers praised the crew and organizers for adapting quickly under difficult circumstances, the incident has reignited conversations about how LGBTQ plus travelers are treated in different parts of the world.
Really sad that particularly, given the nature of the group, it's an LGBT group. It's a great group of travelers. We've been around for 36 years. We do 10 cruises a year all over the world, and we've never had a situation like this on one port, much less two.
Travel has long been one of the ways people connect with different cultures. But this story is also a reminder that equality isn't experienced the same way everywhere. While many countries have made significant progress in recognizing LGBTQ plus rights, others continue to enforce laws or social policies that make queer travelers feel unwelcome or even unsafe. It's also worth noting that every country has the sovereign right to decide which ships enter its ports and under what conditions. At the same time, when those decisions appear to target people because of their identity or the nature of an LGBTQ+ focused event, they inevitably raise difficult questions about discrimination, inclusion, and human rights.
I'm currently in Athens. We arrived here Thursday and we were all at dinner and we got an email suddenly telling us, hey, the itinerary's changed. And you could see people around the restaurant going, what?
For the passengers, what was meant to be a carefree vacation became an unforgettable reminder that progress is uneven. Yet despite the setbacks, many chose to focus on supporting one another, enjoying the destinations that did welcome them, and refusing to let the experience overshadow the sense of community that brought them together in the first place. Stories like this highlight both how far the LGBTQ+ community has come and how much work remains. In many places around the world, queer people can now marry, adopt children, and live openly. In others, even gathering together or simply being visibly LGBTQ+ can still provoke resistance. It's a stark reminder that visibility and acceptance often depend on where you happen to be.
Atlantis Events CEO Rich Campbell says the company has taken LGBTQ+ cruises to both Turkey and Egypt for more than 2 decades, including last year.
Whether you see this as an issue of human rights, international travel, or cultural differences, one thing is clear. This cruise has become much more than a vacation story. It's become another chapter in the ongoing conversation about equality, dignity, and the freedom to travel without fear of being turned away simply for being yourself.
Now, I should note that Atlantis, in its 36-year history, Atlantis has been to Turkey 13 times. I was actually there with Atlantis 2 years ago.
Thanks for watching the Pride Channel. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments. Until next time, stay proud.